Good morning. Nice fine spring day, beginning of March. And I'd just like to show you our syrup processing, how we kind of do it here. I took the stove from the house, put it out in the garage. I got two catering trays, and I just kind of rotate it from the fresh, so this stuff actually still has a chunk of ice in it. That evaporates down, and then we put it into kind of the final tray, and then we just keep adding sap as the day goes on. So I can process about probably about 8 gallons of sap in a day. This way, it's pretty small time, but it's very cheap. Because usually what will happen is when you get your place, they'll have this old stove in there, and instead of bringing it to the scrapyard or paying someone to get rid of it, just bring it out to your garage. And anytime you got to do chickens outside or any kind of processing for vegetables and stuff, you got a stove outside, and it runs on electricity, which is relatively cheaper than doing propane burners and that kind of stuff. And if you don't want everything smoked in a fire, I know a lot of people like doing sap on a fire, but it really kind of contaminates syrup, but it does give it flavor too. I can see that point of it, but just like using the stove, keeps everything nice and clean and simple so that you can do it pretty much every day. And of course I just hooked it up to the welding plug in the garage. And got a little adapter here just on the extension. But it's always a good idea to have an extra stove. And while I'm here, I got some treats for the chickens. So what this is my parents bought a melon, and it tastes bad. It's kind of the new standard in our food system now. So we'll take these GMO melons and we'll feed them to the chickens. Oh, and I got one more thing to show you is we bought a milk cow. So we'll go take you over to Daisy. Morning, Daisy. How you doing? Oh yeah, those are noisy steers, eh? Are you having fun on the farm? Eh? So Daisy's about to calf in the end of March. Oh, and here we got the two roosters. They live with Daisy, by the way, too. So the two roosters are out right now. But there's their night roost and their chicken feed. But they like to just scratch around in the daytime. So we got our young cock here. And we call the other one Rod Jr. because he is Rod's son. Okay. And their job is just to protect the barnyard here. So they're going to keep away the rats and the possums. See how that goes. Alright, guys. And then here's our two steers that we're weaning off the cows. So this is Barney. Hey, Barney. And then we've got Bam Bam in the background. And these are going to be our two meat steers for the year. And yeah, it's a little soggy out, but it's springtime. So we got Barney and Bam Bam. Okay, now let's go out and see the chickens. You coming out? Hey, you coming out? Yeah, it's just so it's sloppy, it's wet. We got the snow melting, got lots of puddles. Lots of poop from the winter time. And oh, we got young Rod out here already. He's on the other side of the fence, so he's been sparring up with his dad, which is Big Rod here. And these girls here, we just hatched them out in the winter time. And been integrated with the old girls from last year. And they're enjoying the sunshine today, because it's been one hard winter. So let's give them these melons. I know. I like that. I know. Hey, Rod. Go tell them. Tell them how it is. Well, that's a nice treat for the chickens. But it's too bad they're selling bad melons in the store, though. Especially for the price we're paying for stuff now. But this summer we'll be growing our own melons. But at this time of year we're kind of usually out of our stores. And what's left is our large stock items. Hey, how do you young cockerels like this, eh? Are you guys gonna fight Rod one day? Oh yeah. But it's a good thing you're on this side of the fence. You guys are a little too young to take on Rod just yet. Yeah. But you guys will get to know each other. Yeah. Because you're going to guard the flock after Rod's gone. So Rod's not going to live forever. So yeah, everybody's happy. The snow is retreating and the sun's out. Oh, and this will be another project. Our turkey house didn't make it through the winter, so the wind pretty much ripped that apart. But I'll show you how we're going to fix that in a few weeks. I plan on just lining it with tin on the outside and make a nice turkey shelter out of that. That'll last the winter instead of getting blown apart. But it did last 5 years, so it did pretty good. Some years it was blowing across the yard, and it's yeah, it's not really made to stand up to our wintertime winds and fall time winds. But it did all right. Did 5 years, but as you can see, it's definitely didn't make it this year. So we'll use the frame. We'll put some light sheets on it, and it'll provide the shade for the turkeys and the shelter from the rain. And the turkeys will love that this year. Okay guys, I'm gonna go check out the maple syrup again, because all the cows, they went out to the other side of the bush and they're sitting in the sun. And of course all the cows are very pregnant right now. Hey Barney, where'd everybody go? Hey, where did everybody go? But you guys got to get weaned, eh? Because it's 2.5 months and your mama's going to be having another baby. So we got to get her ready for that. Plus you're way too big for sucking on the teat just yet. Yeah. So you guys were mostly on feed anyway, so it was a nice quiet transition. You guys aren't even really too angry that mom and stuff are out in the bush and they left you behind, eh? Of course I do hear you crying once in a while, but all in all, you're not too stressed out about that, because that's a big thing, eh? saying goodbye to Mom. But she'll always be there. You guys can go nose to nose every night. And it won't be long and you'll be out in the pasture too. Okay? As soon as we get some grass growing. But yeah, it was a very hard winter, so everybody's anxious for springtime this year. And of course, we gotta keep the gate closed, no matter what the chickens say. Let's go say hi to Daisy one more time. Hi, Daisy. Are you gonna be a good milk cow? Eh? You gonna be a good milk cow for us? Oh, don't get up. You don't have to get up. I know you want to say hi. So Daisy is a spotted Jersey. She is not a Guernsey. Most people say she's a Guernsey by her pattern, but she is a spotted Jersey. And she's due to calf in about 2.5 weeks. So she's very pregnant right now. And she's just settling in. We just got her probably 2 weeks ago. So she'll settle up nicely before she has her calf, and then we'll start a home milking program. This year we're planning on making a bunch of cheese and stuff, so that'll be an interesting change. And I just also got this little Chinese excavator. So it's got it's all crammed in here. It's got tracks, the seat, hydraulic thumb, bucket and arm, and I'm going to use this to move my firewood along, because I'm getting a little too old to move around 500-pound logs and stuff, so we'll use that. And of course here's my silo, which is just a big grain container full of cracked corn. And we'll see how the syrup's doing. This side's getting nice and full. So that big chunk of ice we had before we went on our little walk, it's completely melted. Just spilt the precious sap, so the goats are full. But I like to skim off the skimmer. Old skimmer. So you can kind of see the, I don't know if the camera is going to pick that up, but got a color difference. So here it's pretty clear, and this is the, of course, the newer side. Then we put it over to the older side, and it's a little darker, foaming up nicely on this beautiful day. And of course we even have some of our ornamental maples here tapped, so we'll go see if there's some drips. Oh yeah, I can see drips from here. Okay, so we definitely have flowage. Now it's a little warmer here at the house. The bush is still probably a few degrees colder because it's in the shade and in the snow. But we'll go gather some more sap after, and we'll put it directly onto the stove here and process that right away. And when we do our final batch in the house, when we get our temperature up to 219 degrees, we'll do that final bonus, or boil in the house, so that we can keep it very controlled and have a good eye on it.
Air poops.